On tonight's CTV News, the Christchurch City Council commits to cycleways, Littleton residents welcome swimming pool repairs, and students find new uses for plastic bags. This is CTV News. I'm Grant Mangan. The Canterbury Earthquake Recovery Authority released a survey today that analyses the well-being of young Cantabrians.
94% of young people in Canterbury feel stressed as a result of the earthquakes. Canterbury Earthquake Recovery Authority Chief Executive Roger Sutton has released new survey results, looking at the well-being of young people in Christchurch following the earthquakes. Roger Sutton says the city is being rebuilt for everyone, but it's important for the younger generation to have a close connection with the new Christchurch.
What their needs are, to make sure we are in tune with what they need to go forward.
Off the back of this announcement, the Associate Education Minister, Nikki Kay, has announced government funding to go to Canterbury's youth sector. $200,000 will go to what's fast becoming the digital literacy revolution. Minister Nikki Kay says the focus is about giving connection access to students, particularly in lower decile schools. Connecting the youth to the greater online world includes plans for uncapped data, faster connections, and at least one device they can use to access the internet at home as well as at school.
It will provide access to personal devices and connectivity from home to help improve student engagement and achievement. In addition, we hope that parents will be able to become more engaged in their students' learning. And I think the key aspect to that is it's not only about having access in the classroom, it's also about having access in the home.
The second funding announcement from Minister Kay was the creation of the Canterbury Youth Initiative Fund. $100,000 will go towards kickstarting initiatives to actively get young people involved. In the Wellbeing Survey, 25% of young people felt the loss of spaces and places in Christchurch following the devastating earthquakes. Minister Nikki Kay is hoping these initiatives will help you feel a part of the city. She also wants them to stay in Christchurch.
Well, there's a huge amount of money going in to make sure that when it comes to things like infrastructure, whether it's our schools, whether it's some of the facilities that Canterbury will have, that young people will want to make their home here in the future.
Fletcher's Construction has committed $50,000 to the project. Marcus Gibbs, CTV News.
The Christchurch City Council has committed to build 13 major cycleway routes over the next 5 years.
A network of 13 major cycle routes are to be built through Christchurch in the next 5 years. Elected members of the Christchurch City Council confirmed in their 2014-2015 annual plan meeting the cycle network will be completed in 2018. The major cycleways is a network of 13 routes which link suburbs, schools and shopping areas. Councillor Phil Clearwater believes these cycleways will set a new standard for Christchurch. Concerned about meeting the 5-year deadline, Council staff put together a submission to the draft annual plan, requesting the deadline be extended to 8 years instead. The reason for extension was to allow enough time for detailed planning, scheme design, consultation and land purchase. Councillor Phil Clearwater stresses there is a clear need and support for safer options for cyclists in Christchurch. The Christchurch City Council is making plans for construction to start this summer on the unicycle route, which will link tertiary campuses into the central city. Phil Clearwater says the major cycleways network will ensure cycling is a safe option.
The restoration of Littleton's local swimming pool is to start soon, and residents are excited for the work to begin.
Contractors are expected to begin rebuild work on Littleton's local swimming pool. The Norman Kirk Memorial Pool suffered extensive quake damage. It is one of several outdoor pools in Christchurch closed since the earthquakes hit. One of the 30 priority projects for the Christchurch City Council, the local residents are pleased work is starting soon. The restoration of the pool is expected to cost $2.6 million, a small price to pay to get the swimming pool active in the community once more. Since the pool has been closed, Littleton students have been travelling across town to Pioneer Swimming Pool. Demolition is expected to begin soon and will last approximately 5 weeks. The breaking up and destruction of existing buildings and concrete will cause quite a large amount of noise. Contractors will do their best to minimise the noise disturbance and have notified nearby residents with a mail drop. The work is expected to be completed by the middle of December.
The Selwyn District Council has adopted its annual plan and there's been a hike in roading rates.
Selwyn District is being hit by an increase in their roading rates, charging $60 per household. It stems from the council receiving less money than expected from the government to help cover costs, despite the district's population expected to almost double by 2041. The money goes towards vehicle licensing, road user charges and fuel levies. Traffic is growing on both urban and rural roads. The $60 roading rates will fund the reseal of an additional 15 kilometres of roads. That work is an addition to the 55 kilometres already in the pipeline to be resealed. Mayor Calvin Coe says if the area wants the roads to remain in a good state, they need to be supported by adequate rates. Mayor Coe is working with the New Zealand Transport Agency to secure extra funding. Including the roading rate, the average rate increase for the next year is 7.8%, but for individual ratepayers, that will vary depending on the services they receive. Mayor Coe says the additional income the council receives from growth is sourced from development contributions, which must be used to fund growth-related projects.
The Christchurch City Council is facing a financial crisis and yesterday decided to raise rates to 7.5% to address the shortfall. CTV News took to the streets to find out what locals thought about the council's decision.
What do you think about the council voting to increase the rates?
Not that good. No, I think they should keep the rates down. People like us, we find it hard to pay groceries, let alone rates.
I haven't heard, but inevitable, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, as I'm saying, if they introduced a poll tax where everybody pays their fair share, I would agree with it.
It's going to make it more expensive. It's only 70 cents a day, but we can do without a week or something. It's too much.
Yeah, no, not too happy about it, but if it's necessary, if they have to do it.
Well, it's bound to happen, isn't it? We've got a lot of things to pay for. All the equipment in the city's falling apart, so we've got to build it up again, roads and everything.
Oh, blimey. Yeah, well, they had to, didn't they? There was no way around it, If they get a good price for the Daimler, they might be able to bring it down a couple of percentage, Yeah.
Oh, it's a bit rough. I think we've had enough of it. And was it 7 point something percent? Oh, it's just another kick in the guts. We've just had enough.
Well, I suppose it's still rebuild, isn't it, I'd say. It's going to have to happen.
Well, I'm not very happy about it. I'm sure a lot of other people will feel the same, but I don't know what else we can do about it. I mean, I've just shifted from a red zone area 2 years ago, and costs certainly has increased, so we'll just have to cope somehow, I suppose.
Coming up, a house goes under the hammer at a charity auction.
Drive It showcases the new arrivals to the motoring world, comparing and testing the latest models to discover which one is the best. Drive It, Sunday afternoons at 2:30, only on CTV.
Avoid the monkeys when it comes to relocating. Trust A1 Movers, a family business since 1993 that guarantees a professional job every time. We carefully handle and wrap your valued items, ensuring they have a safe journey. Secure storage and insurance options are also available.
A1 Movers, the careful, caring moving company.
Oi!
Located at the foot of the Port Hills, Berrymead Golf offers a spectacular location for any occasion. Make a dream wedding a reality with private use of our green function room, outdoor garden courtyard, large marquee and stunning gazebo. Or for your next conference, enjoy the relaxed atmosphere of Berrymead Golf, offering a private, spacious conference room with special deals to make any break a true break. All with customised catering from the Wow Cafe. Berrymead Golf, 50 Berrymead Park Drive, right next to the Berrymead Heritage Park.
Welcome to Caltex Redwood. We're a family-owned business proudly supporting our local community. We're open 24/7 for fuel and shop goods, and we have an amazing team of people ready to help you. Save at least 6 cents per litre using AA Smart Fuel cards. We also offer great value on our LPG bottle fills. We have a full workshop and Bridgestone Tyre Centre. Our mechanics and tyre technicians will get your car sorted. Caltex Redwood. We're just down from St Bede's on Main North Road. Caltex Redwood. What drives you?
Have you seen something you like? You can purchase a copy of CTV's own shows so you can watch them again and again. So give us a call on 3777 033 and order a copy today.
Join us tonight at 6 for DW World News. Informative, lively, international news, breaking stories and global developments. DW News, weekdays at 6 p.m, right here on CTV.
A Christchurch couple are hoping to get a windfall tonight when they sell their badly damaged red-zoned home at a charity auction.
Within this badly damaged New Brighton street, this twisted home doesn't look like much of a bargain. However, an investor willing to stump up pocket change tonight could soon be the proud owner of this humble abode. Michael and Phyllis purchased the house 8 years ago. It was supposed to be their last home. That's until the February 2011 earthquake hit, leaving their uninsured home worthless. The land has since been sold to the Crown, albeit for half the rateable value. This is a retirement dream that's over. Now they just want to move on.
It will be a new era in our life, and it will bring closure to us. You know, the earthquake lasted, 30 seconds or 40 seconds, but for us it's been a 4-year journey.
The couple say the 3-bedroom home would satisfy any family.
We were very happy to hear, so it's got good vibes.
If you can look past the neglect and damage, it's quite a nice place.
I see your doors don't even shut anymore. When did these last close?
In the February earthquake. It's the last time they shut.
This house really got a good shaking, didn't it?
It certainly did.
Although the foundations are shattered and some doors are no longer opening, a company specialising in house removals has told the couple it can be saved.
We're not experts. We just know that it was a lovely home to live in while we lived in it. So hopefully, we don't want to put people wrong, that's for sure. But it would be a challenge, and it would be worth. If I was much younger, I'd like to do the challenge, you know.
Michael and Phyllis are hoping to make as much as possible from the sale of their house. That money will then go towards fixing up their new home.
It's a nice home, but it is also earthquake damaged, and we brought in as-is, where-is, uninsured property because we had to have a roof over our heads.
It's not a nice situation to be in when you're in your late 60s and supposed to be enjoying your retirement. However, they have their fingers crossed they won't be stuck in limbo for much longer.
We're looking at hoping for as much as anyone will offer for the house. They may buy the whole house, and that will be more than what we hope for.
The charity auction will take place at 6 o'clock tonight at Harcourts on Morehouse Avenue. Marcus Gibbs, CTV News.
Local students have a new initiative for the use of plastic bags. Emma Cropper has the story.
6 school students hoping to make a change in the city.
We just calculated the $23 one.
The 23 one we can.
These Year 13 students are planning to use eco-friendly plastic bags and containers to help clean the city, using these products imported from Norway.
Well, it's made out of cornstarch. It's fully compostable, and it will degrade in UV light.
But do products made of cornstarch work? The students put them to the test, packing them with books and pencils.
I mean, that's pretty full for that bag. We couldn't really get much more stuff in there.
The eco-resolution business are hoping to fight the litter problem facing Christchurch.
I think it's real bad. You see, even in the school, you see there's a lot of litter around, and when the wind comes and swoops that over, it goes, and birds get in there, and the sea. there's a lot of problems there as well.
The business is part of enterprise projects being run at the school for the first time this year.
And the challenge is to set up a business and run with it.
A project that sees students develop a business model alongside their normal curriculum.
It's a real juggling for them because this is extra curriculum. They've got to fit in their own studies, but the idea is that they're excited at school, and if they're excited at school, that all the other subjects will flow along quicker.
Targeting litter in Christchurch could help against overseas pictures like these of Trash Island coming out of Christchurch, a reason the group is targeting the city's mess.
There was something about litter and littering and stuff, so when we came back to school we just figured we need to make something that stops that.
And they've brought it here to Christchurch, and they want to make sure that Christchurch gets rid of plastic bags and that they make some money while they're doing it.
The group's goal, to have the Christchurch City Council allow the products to be used in green bins, a decision that first needs to go through the city's Dump Living Earth.
Once they've actually tested it out and said it's okay, it can be put in the green bins, then the City Council will be happy to approve it.
It could only be a matter of time before the group's business expands into other cities around the country. Emma Cropper, CTV News.
A comedy fundraiser is taking place in Hornby tonight. It's a tribute to the life of well-loved Cantabrian Susie Riley.
The woman who lived life to the full, Susie Riley was only young when she passed away. Susie Riley, a comedic Cantabrian, left behind a legacy of laughter, hilarity and a lasting difference in the lives of all who knew her.
As Susie herself lived life to the full, she could organise things at a heartbeat, and it's her driving force and driving memory that's driving the night.
Susie created Side Splits Comedy, a hilarious assortment of characters who regularly get together for a good laugh. Ken Dunning and 5 comedians have put together a tribute show for the well-loved curator.
So a group of comedians from Side Splits Comedy, myself, and with the help of Powerhit FM, we're organising the night, a gold coin donation to the Heart Foundation for Thursday night in honour of Susie.
Not only did she work in comedy, she also hosted a radio show on Powerhit FM and worked in child, youth and family, helping those who couldn't help themselves.
Yeah, Susie was very influential. She was, especially with the young people, that was her drive for the comedy club and theatre sports, to get them involved with that, to bring them back from the wrong side of the tracks, as it were, and to hopefully turn their lives around to do good in the community.
Susie suffered from heart problems from a young age. The proceeds of the event will go to the Heart Foundation. Don't forget to bring a gold coin to the venue in Hornby tonight, to have a good laugh and honour the life of a woman who's been making Cantabrians laugh for over a decade. Joelle Batista, CTV News.
Still to come, learning to ski without the snow.
Take a multi-dimensional look at the unique facets of European culture, fashion, film, music, art and everything in between. Euromax, every weekday at 8 a.m, right here on CTV.
Blackwells has a proud history presenting leading vehicle brands, extensive backup and service for a total one-stop driving experience. Holden, Mazda and HSV new and used vehicle sales, servicing, parts, paint and panel, Isuzu truck sales and service, all together in one convenient location. More selection, more value, more quality and more reasons to make Blackwells your #1 choice. Visit Blackwells today, corner Waterloo Racecourse Road, Sockburn, or online at blackwells.co.nz.
Hi, I'm Caitlin, the naturopath here at Staywell Pharmacy. Working with the pharmacist, I use herbal and nutritional medicine to recommend natural alternatives for your health. This can be to counteract any side effects of your medication, general health advice, or natural options for you and your family. I'm also available for consultations. So come in and see us at Staywell Pharmacy, 27 Shands Road, Hornby. Staywell Pharmacy, live well, stay well.
Get rid of that damaging and unsightly moss, mould and lichen from your path, drive or roof with Mossbuster. Mossbuster is a no-bleach, non-abrasive, biodegradable solution that has over 35 years of proven results. Mossbuster costs less than half the price of other well-known products and can be yours for less than $1 a litre. You just spray it on and let Mother Nature do the rest. Check out our website to find the best solution to your moss, mould and grime problem. Order online or call us now on 0800 88 1000.
Spectacular rugby being played in the Press Cup 2014. Get your copy. DVDs available. Call right now, $29.95.
Europe in concert. A new, fantastic international artist performing every week. Saturday evening at 7 p.m, right here on CTV.
In a New Zealand first, a Christchurch ski instructor has created a special purpose training gym for children to practice their skills off the snow.
Skateboards, backflips and sponge pits. A lot of fun for an active primary schooler. The Snow X10 gym is a purpose-built space created to give avid ski and snowboarders a place to train off the snow. Found at the rear end of the Snow Exchange store on Brougham Street, this concept store and gym is the first of its kind in New Zealand. Owner Andrew Beasley started the grassroots idea with only $1,300. Beasley says what started as a small dream has turned into something bigger than he originally imagined. From skaters, bikers to wakeboarders, the creatively designed space allows for many extreme sports.
From there, we started to get scooter riders and skaters and BMXers and then parkour and kite surfers and wakeboarders and a whole bunch of sports. And just basically as the need is growing, we're just kind of growing organically with that need.
Andrew grew up on the snow and with a history in gymnastics, teaching young Cantabrians the skills required has become a real passion.
So we get a massive variety of kids who come down. A lot of kids that are really struggling at school or struggling socially or struggling really sports-wise. You know, they're not necessarily the biggest or the strongest, so they're struggling with a lot of team sports, and they come here and they can just be basically whoever they want to be. They're achieving a lot of goals every time they come here, and that's really exciting for me.
Mother Tina Thomas brings her 3 kids to the gym weekly. Tina Thomas says not only have they grown in confidence on the snow, they have enhanced their skills incredibly.
My husband discovered the X10 gym and because he's a very big skier and wanted to push the kids a little bit more than just the noodling around on the mountain. So it's a really good exercise, social and fitness thing for them.
Eli Williston is 16 years old and a keen snow sports athlete. Eli trains at the gym several times a week, as well as coaches the younger students. Eli says prior to the earthquakes, there wasn't a place for people like him to train and perfect his skills off the snow.
I didn't. This is the first place I came to. Like, I snowboarded, but not really that. I liked it, but I didn't really have anyone to train, and now I can. It's nice.
Eli aspires to be a snowboard instructor or a ski patroller. Training at the gym now enables him to develop the skills required on the ski field and prepare for his life ahead.
Even if I'm not doing the flips yet, it still helps just getting, builds muscles, right kind of muscles, and it just gets you used to being in the air.
A dream result for this snow creative is growing organically to meet the needs of the kids and community. Joelle Batista, CTV News.
If you're driving around the Christchurch Central City, CTV's traffic update will assist you navigating the repairs taking place.
Hello travellers, to help you plan your journey around the Central City, here's a few tips. Pipelining work is underway down St Asaph Street this week. This means sections of the road will be down to just one lane from time to time. If you find yourself stuck in a jam, try using Morehouse Avenue as an alternative. Now for some good news. Lichfield Street between Manchester and Madras has reopened. This has been closed since before the earthquakes and is now open again to one-way traffic heading east. To keep up to date on what's happening with the central city roads, keep watching CTV News first at 5 every night, and in the meantime visit the Transport for Christchurch website.
And finally tonight, your regional weather.
Kia ora everyone, it was a warm day around the region today. Let's see what those temperatures were. South Canterbury, Timaru, 15 degrees today. Temuka and Geraldine were both on 15 degrees. Ashburton, 15 degrees down your way. Methven was on 15 degrees today. Rakaia also on 15 degrees. Darfield, 15 degrees out there. Leeston and Rolleston had 16 degrees today. Lincoln also had a high of 16 degrees. Christchurch, a warm day with 16 degrees for your high, and in Akaroa, 16 degrees for you. Out north of the Waimak, Kaipui, Rangiora and Amberley all on 15 degrees. Taking a look inland now, Culverden and Hamness Springs, you were both on 14 degrees today. 14 degrees was the high in Cheviot. And up along the east coast, Kaikoura reached a high of 17 degrees for Thursday. Timaru, a mild westerly day ahead again with some high cloud at times but sunny periods too. Tonight's low 7 degrees, tomorrow's high 14 degrees. Ashburton, more spring-like than winter. Tomorrow will be fine and mild again with sunny periods and high cloud. Tonight's low 7 degrees, tomorrow's high 14 degrees. The Garden City, fine for your Friday with sunny periods and high cloud and light northerly winds. Tonight's low 7 degrees, tomorrow's high 16 degrees. Kaikoura, mostly fine and sunny and high cloud at times and moderate westerly winds developing. Tonight's low 7 degrees, tomorrow's high 15 degrees. And the rest of Canterbury, well, there is some cloud about. Let's take a look at those temperatures. Temuka and Geraldine can expect a high of 14 degrees. Methven can expect 14 degrees and 14 is expected out in Rakaia. Darfield, you can expect 14 degrees tomorrow in Leeston, 15 degrees for you. Rolleston and Lincoln, 15 degrees out your way. And Akaroa, a fine day with 15 degrees as your high. Out in North Canterbury, some cloud around for Kaipui, Rangiora and Amberley, all on 15 degrees. Culverden, Hamness Springs and Cheviot, it's a nice day for you as well with some cloud about, with 15 degrees as your high. Looking ahead for Canterbury, mostly fine and sunny on Saturday with moderate westerlies. Northeasterly winds freshening during the day on Sunday with high cloud increasing. Fresh to strong northeasterly winds at first on Monday with cloudy skies and some brief rain. Winds easing and tending northwesterly later in the day. Mostly fine on Tuesday with high cloud and fresh mild northerly winds. Colder southwesterlies developing from evening with rain developing at night. Cloudy with periods of rain on Wednesday and snow lowering to 400 metres. Fresh to strong gusty southeasterly winds decreasing during the day. And that's your weather update for Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Well, I'm certainly going to enjoy an overnight low of 7. That's pretty good for this time of year, which is, after all, winter. Well, that's CTV News for Thursday. I'm Grant Mangan. Good night.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.